Welcome everyone to this week's Tarot Tuesday readings. I've chosen 3 cards for you. The hummingbird cards came up this week, and for reading number 1 we have Magic in the Air. Stay alert for the signs, synchronicities and messages guiding your flight path. For reading number 2 we have Listen to the Call. Spirit is singing sweet words of wisdom. Be still and listen. And then for reading number 3, we have Sparkling Jewels. You've tapped into the universe's infinite flow of abundance. Accept your treasures with open wings and a grateful heart. Take a moment to just call all your energy back to yourself and see which card draws you in, you can't stop looking at, and I will see you in the readings. Welcome reading number 1. You chose the card Magic in the Air. Stay alert for signs, synchronicities and messages guiding your flight path. And I can't help but see the open door there. So if you've been feeling like you're not getting anywhere and you're just not sure what's going on, there's an open door in front of you and perhaps you're struggling to see it. And I just get that sense that the universe is communicating to you at this time. So just the people you meet, the circumstances you have, the coincidences that happen, like nothing is a coincidence. There's real opening in front of you. And I also get that sense of if you've had that fear of not knowing which way to go, just know that many paths will lead you to wherever you want to go. You know, there's no wrong turn, there's no wrong way to do this. With your navigation system in your vehicle, it will reroute you, so you'll get rerouted whatever way you turn, whatever you do. So I get that sense of don't feel that not making a decision and not making a turn is going to keep you safe. This is your opportunity to really open this door, whatever it is, and go through it and let it take you to the next phase. Let's see what the other oracle cards have to say for you. There's one for you. Yeah, it feels like awareness is the key, Let's see what we've got. We have Eagle. See from a higher perspective. Is that focused? Yes, it is. That's beautifully focused. Eagle, see from a higher perspective. Star Ancestor, follow your voice of your soul. Mouse Spirit, tend to the small things. And Hummingbird Spirit, be here now. It's becoming very clear, your message. So, I did get that sense of, so if you're feeling like you are don't know which way to turn, and you're kind of caught up in everything that's going on, and it's feeling like you're blinded, you don't know which way to turn, the Eagle wants you to zoom out. The Eagle can soar so high. So this is your opportunity to fly higher, to zoom out on your life right now and see it from a different perspective, a higher perspective, just not one in fear. That's what I hear is if you're living in fear, then everything that you're seeing and perceiving in your world will come from that fearful place. And that's not always the truth. So if you're wanting to hear these signs and these synchronicities and messages that are guiding you, you get this opportunity now to zoom out and not look at your world from the place of fear, but the place of trust and faith that things will work out in your favor, that everything's working out for you, even if it feels like it's a challenge right now. You really have this opportunity to connect in with yourself. Your soul knows what to do. Your soul isn't fearful. That comes a lot from your mind and your life and what has come before. So really tune into your deeper self, your inner wisdom, your soul, because that will help you to feel more calm, more confident, more sure of what you're doing. And like I said, it doesn't matter what you do, because it will always lead you in the right way. Tend to the small things. There's things you're neglecting around you that are weighing on you more than you realize. And this is the opportunity for you to just, it's really funny. Zoom out and then also look at all the little things that you haven't been tending to. And quite often that can be things about yourself, the things about yourself that you haven't been tending to. Have you been looking after yourself, nourishing yourself, taking the time you need, doing all the things helps you to move from this fearful state? If you have not been doing that, avoiding doing that because it's just easier to feel like a victim to your own life and what's going on, this card is really telling you to deal with that. Start helping yourself, because that's how you will make the step forward through the door in a more balanced way. Be here now. There's no other way to hear the messages than when you're here and now in this moment. So if you're constantly gazing into the future and wondering how it's going to work out, or wondering if it's going to work out, you need to bring yourself back to now. Deal with the things in front of you right now. Listen to the voice of your soul and really understand that you can move forwards when you are fully connected with your soul self, not your fearful self. Wow, that's a mouthful. Let's see what actually I feel like drawn to pull. These are Witches Familiar rune cards. Here we are. Ingwaz. Let's see, are you on beautifully? Yes. So in this deck of runes, the Ingwaz, as you can see, is represented by the lion, and it's very much about building your intensity and being poised for action. And I feel like that's kind of, you see the lion, they wait, they're all like a coil spring waiting to take their action. And I feel like you've been waiting to take action from a fearful place, and this is coming from the heart and a place of strength. So this is your opportunity to be ready for this action, to move through this door, to take this next step, to really move into the new energy of growth. And it is one where it's this next step is really going to be transformational. And I think that's possibly why the fear is creeping in, because you can kind of feel that it's quite big in a way, what's going on and what you're dealing with. And, I think you're afraid possibly of making that wrong step. And like I said, if you move from this fearful place into the strength of your own heart and your own soul, that's how you're going to take this movement forwards in more balance and harmony, Oh, apparently that was flying onto the floor. I'm good at throwing things on the floor. Let's see. I'm going to call in this tarot deck. Let's see what the tarot deck have to see, just to clarify a little bit more, see what's going to happen for you through this situation, see how you can help yourself more in more depth. Because it's all fine and easy saying, just be less fearful. Tune into your heart and soul. And it's like, while you're in the situation and feeling your nervous system, feeling unsafe and unsure and uncertain of what's going on, it can be really hard to move from that state. But I do get the sense of that small things. I did hear that sense that you actually know how to do that. It's just that you're kind of avoiding doing it. It's helping with the resistance. We have Page of Cups. Are you on the Page of Cups? Let's have a look. Yeah, just needs to be a little bit higher. These are a little bit taller, these cards. Page of Cups. Pigs flying. Dreams coming true. It feels like what you've been working towards, the seed that you've planted, it's just about to come true. It's a really similar energy to this going through this universal doorway into the next step, flying up into the next step. But when you're looking at what you're lacking and what you're afraid of, these 3 empty cups here, this is the 4 of cups. You're looking at what you're lacking, what you're afraid of, what you're afraid won't happen. You miss what actually is there in front of you. And this, again, is mirroring this similar energy of stepping through that door. You know, it's like this is being handed to you. It's there. You can't make a wrong turn. It is all there in front of you. Oh, 2 kings. We've got King of Wands, King of Swords, 2 of Cups, and Temperance. Lion is back again. And I keep hearing with the lion, that's the strength of your heart. You know, the strength of the lion for me is just coming through for you is really pulling the strength of your heart. You have a lion heart. You have the strength of a lion in your heart. It's just that you're letting like the mind and the fears kind of run you at the moment. And when you pull on that strength of your heart, that's when you'll be able to stand there in your own truth and just feel into what's going to come forward for you. The King of Swords. I just see that like that introspection to find that peace, to find that balance. You're on top of the mountain. The future is right out in front of you. There's guidance coming. You know, I feel like all this dragonfly, which I've never noticed before in this, a beautiful dragonfly, crow, bat, owl. It feels like the guidance is coming for you, and perhaps you've been seeing certain animals and synchronicities, like in this, you know, signs and synchronicities, and you've almost been dismissing them because of where your mental state is at the moment. And I just really feel like that's what you get to bring together. 2 of Cups is very about the merging of energies. So this could be merging of energies with other people, you know, like a strengthening of a relationship. So if you're not sure about stepping through your life into relationships, this is about merging those energies. I also quite often see this as, and I feel like it could be true for your reading as well, is like when your fear is running you, you know, you're not merging energies, you're just like letting one energy run you. And I feel like this is like the energy's all merging into balance so that you can move forward in a balanced way. And if you've been feeling like you're low on energy, there's energy coming to you. There's help coming to you. And there may be a person that's going to help you with this next phase as well. Temperance is very much about balance. You know, you've got the moon and the sun here, the balance of energies, the light and the dark, the masculine and the feminine. And that's really, I get a sense of that's what's going to help you through this next phase of whatever's going on for you, is actually creating that balance with your energies. And like I said, that's not letting the fear run you. That's tuning into your own soul, your lion heart that you have, that big, brave lion heart that I feel like perhaps you feel like you've had to use your lion heart so much that you're kind of tired, but call on your lion heart. It's there all the time, and it's going to give you the courage, you know, the courage of a lion to just move forward in whatever direction it's taking you, because it's taking you in the right direction always. I think there's I think it was one of the other cards I read a few months ago, and it was like, when you don't know your destination, any path is going to lead you there. So take a path, you know, make a move, do the action. That's the sense I get, is once you have released some of your fear or not let it drive you, that's when you're going to be able to make your next move, and things are going to transform and open up for you, and your dreams can come true. You know, whatever they are, your dreams can come true. Reading number 1. This is your reading. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome, reading number 2. You chose the card, Listen to the Call. Spirit is singing sweet words of wisdom, be still and listen. And I get a real sense that you have an opportunity right now to live more deeply, to open your senses and really lean into a deeper sense of your life and your world around you. And I really feel that as an energetic sense. And it's easy, I think, to avoid that deeper sense sometimes because it shows you things you kind of know, but you just don't want to look at. Yeah? And I actually feel like this card is like, there's a real strength of calling for this, that you need to do this. This is what's going to help you. And I get the sense that you're not going to hear what you think you're going to hear. The sense that I get, and with this card, the message is very much about when you do that, you're going to hear what, what the universe is saying to you. And it can come from, just kind words from people that you've not been listening to. It's like, pay attention, because there are, I feel like affirmations and great advice and warmth coming towards you right now. A lot of heart energy. And you're not wanting to hear it. And that can come from being in a place where you're not particularly happy with yourself. So therefore, how can anyone else think that you're anything other than what you think you are in your perception? And so it's hard to hear that. But I really feel like there are messages coming to you that you need to hear and you get to hear. And it's not, a tirade of badness, of, people just being really upset with you. That's just how you feel about you. So I just really feel like it's going to show you actually how lovely you are, how sweet your vibration is, how lovely your song is. And people are really wanting to connect in with you and share with you how much they appreciate you. But you're perhaps not listening. So yeah, living more deeply. I just feel like a great softness. You have this opportunity to invite in some softness. Sometimes sitting still, and just really sensing into your world, sensing into the energies around you, so that it breaks you out of what you perceive as how you are and how your life is. Let's see what the rest of the cards have to say. That was kind of unexpected. I didn't know what was going to come there, but yeah, a real deep meaning for you. I almost feel like this hummingbird has some headphones on. I feel like you've had headphones on, but it's not to listen to the call or listen to it's so that you can ignore everything outside of you. I feel there's a card in here that really want to come there. Ignore it. Yeah. So you've been trying to ignore the world because you're so upset with yourself. You don't want to hear the warmth that actually is around you. Let's see. Oh, okay. I'm going all of them. Let's see what we've got then. Oh, interesting. The council. That's a definite, you are being guided, you're being supported, you're being shown the way. This is what you're not doing. This person here is being deep and listening and tuning in to the higher vibration that's around them. The sun. Such positive cards. Communication. Activation. These cards are brilliant. This is just wonderful. Oops, don't put it in the candle though. I don't want it burning. Wow, that's good and squint. Activation. Star people, universal knowledge. There's so much coming to you right now. And we have water, affirmation. What did I say about the affirmation? Oh, we need to move you guys up a little bit, please. You see affirmation now? Yeah. Affirmation. More suns, lots of suns. you are deeply guided. My goodness. There's so much guidance coming to you from so many places right now. And I just get that feeling like you're just not wanting to heed it. You know, you're not wanting to hear it. Using the Scottish term heed. So I really feel like you have this opportunity now to hear that, listen to it. Like, stop avoiding sitting with yourself and your energy and sense the world around you from the earth, from the ground, from the nature that is all around you. I feel like you have this opportunity to live more deeply right now. And you are going to hear so much more guidance. The activation, affirmation, it just feels like what you think is going on, what you think you're feeling, what you think other people are perceiving is not the truth. You have this opportunity to hear that truth from your own heart, from the earth. I just feel like you're just so divinely connected, even though it may even, you may even get the sense that you've never really done this before as well. So for some of you, it's like, oh yeah, I know what you mean. I haven't done that. I haven't sat with myself. And, there's meditation, but there's just sitting and tuning in with the energy, using your energy, opening your senses, letting your energy spread out and feel into what's going on around you. Letting in the energies of other people who are there to support you and love you and show you how amazing you are. They're going to give you affirmations. When you let go of the storm of what you think it is. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say. Interesting. I am choosing this deck. This is quite what the Wildwood Tarot, so we're very much into the more deeply connected world here. Let's see what guidance, if there's just more information we can get here. Just a more depth. And you. Is that you? I think there's one more. Was that it? No. Have we more guidance for reading number? There we are. Yeah. It's funny, I kind of pictured that card. Can we see you? Yes, we can. The Woodward. So this deck has it's like a normal tarot, but it has very specific meanings related to the wildwood, to the other world, to a deeper sense of the world. And that doesn't surprise me that this was the tarot deck that I picked up for you right now. And we've got a lynx sitting here with this man. The spear, it's just like there's a lot of different energy around you. Okay, and I really felt drawn to look in the book. I felt it, and I don't always do this, so I've looked in the book, and I feel like you need to hear the words that are written in the book. Through adversity or the process of rebalancing in life, we find courage within ourselves that flows from an unknown source. Sometimes that courage has to do with facing unavoidable truth or dealing with a person or problem that no amount of physical confrontation or emotional bravery will resolve. The Woodward strength drawn from nature's inherent power to renew and overcome is needed if we are to foresee what is to come and wait upon the turning of the seasons. Sometimes when faced with a challenging situation, we must find our own inner backstop, the point from which we will not retreat or from which we can move forward with quiet confidence. The Wildwood ethos has much to teach humanity about calm, resolute strength. And I really got that sense of whatever injustice is going on around you, you have an opportunity to draw into your heart and realize that if you're having struggles with people around you that aren't being nice, as it were, to you, there is people around you that are, and you're deeply supported by the universe. Let's see what else. Yeah. Got Four of Arrows. So you're in a transition phase. This is changing. The activation, affirmation, this is transitioning now, but you need to rest, and this rest to allow the transformation. See the butterfly here is, you know, you feel like you're just, whatever way you turn, you're getting blocked in by arrows, you know, you're being shot by arrows. And you have this opportunity to rest, and within this rest is this deeper sense of being that you get to sense into. We have King of Bows. We all know foxes are very clever and cunning. Rebirth, 8 of Vessels. 6 of Vessels, reunion. Reunion. And 5 of Bows, empowerment. Are you on there? Just about. Let's just move you slightly along so you're all in there. There we are. Rebirth. I said you're in this sort of transition phase, this transformation phase, the activation of something new. Rebirth can feel really challenging. And yeah, the reunion, I just feel like it's a reunion. I can't even say that word properly. Reunion with your true self. This deeper sense of living I was talking about, this is a reunion with your real true self. It feels like a lot of, I want to say, trauma and difficulties and challenges have really knocked you off path. And you have this opportunity to really come back to yourself, pull all your energy back to yourself so that you can move forward in a balanced way. With empowerment, you know, when you reclaim yourself, it's the words that have come through. Reclaim yourself, you know, come back to yourself, your true self, instead of letting whatever's going on around you make you be a person that isn't who you really are. That's when you're gonna find that inner strength to move forwards, to find that balance within yourself, to move in a way that feels right. There's communication coming to you, there's knowledge coming to you, there's help, there's people who love you and are communicating their kindness to you. But because of the state that you're in and the way you're feeling, you know, you're feeling attacked, you are not hearing it. So take that time to rest, take that time to tune in deeply with the earth around you, with the energies around you, and realize that you may be being attacked, or there may be some people that aren't really being helpful around you right now, but there are also plenty of people that are. It's just, you know, you see the wood for the trees, you know, you don't always see what is there in front of you. Seeing all those trees here when you're in the thick of it. So there's this, you know, there's this great filling and pouring of energy towards you of kindness and love. It's just, you know, it's hard to see because of what's going on around you. So really just tune in with yourself, tune in with the earth, tune in with the energies, open your senses. And that's, you know, be still and listen. Be still and listen. Because that's when you'll hear the truth. That's when you'll have this reunion with your true self. And stop sort of, you know, being in that fight or flight way of being that is not helping you. Reading number 2. This is your reading. Thank you so much for joining me. Reading number 3. You chose the card Sparkling Jewels. You've tapped into the universe's infinite flow of abundance. Accept your treasures and with open wings and a grateful heart. Yeah, you're there. Everything you want, all the abundance, all, whether it's, you know, physical things or whether it's just your own growth and rebirth and your own feeling, it's right there with you right now. And you need to open your heart to really notice it as well. You are so lucky and abundant. And I see this figure of 8. Did you know that a hummingbird's wings flap like they make a figure of 8? which is the infinite source, the infinite stream of abundance from the universe. It's a never-ending figure of 8 of energy. So I just feel like there's really good energy coming into you right now, around you right now. I'm interested to see where this reading is going. Let's see what the cards have to say for you. Such a good news card. So if you've been feeling like, oh, it's never coming, it's here. You just maybe haven't seen it. 1, 2, whoop. Yeah. 3. Yeah. Interestingly, you're maybe not seeing it. With Dragonfly Spirit, truth transcends illusion. You may be under the illusion that you're not under this abundant energy, or that it's not around you like right now, but it is. Ooh, interesting. We have Dolphin Spirit, this and that are true, and Hummingbird Spirit, be here now. Now, Hummingbird Spirit, be here now came out in reading number 1. So if you were drawn to reading number 1 at all, there may be a little message in there for you. This and that are true. I get the sense that you don't believe, or you don't feel worthy of goodness coming into your life. And that's what the cards are saying to you. I had indecision there about which deck. So if you've been feeling a bit indecisive about what you do want as well, it's there if you just decide. We have wait for important information, Oracle. Okay. Now it's becoming clear. And White Witch, is this going to be on here? Yeah. Move up, candle. White Witch, be the light. Okay. Okay. So all this good energy is around you. But you are waiting for everything to be and feel right to allow yourself to celebrate and realize that it's there. So it's like you can't trust that this is real. So if you mean you've had some really good fortune coming through for you, you're struggling to trust that it is actually real, that it is good fortune, that it is good for you. You're being shown the wisdom. There's important information that you're kind of waiting for to be like, okay, now I can celebrate. And really just to help you to feel better about it, be here in this moment. Be the light. So if you are worried about it, you are sending energy that is sort of negative energy that's unhelpful towards it. Therefore, it's not manifesting in a way that is good for you. So if you come into this moment now and just don't worry about doing or being anything more than the light. So just shining your light, being bright, being who you are, and it will unfold in front of you. I think I'm going to draw a rune, which is familiar rune card for you as well. Here we are. Oh yes, Algus. Is that on there? Yes, it is. Algus with the stag. Algus is very much a rune about protection. And stags are always seen as well as being protecting as well. I get that sense of that you are having this opportunity to have the courage to believe that you are deeply connected, you're divinely connected, you have all this goodness that's coming into your world. And if you're feeling like you're really vulnerable and you're just not sure how this is working out because it feels kind of weird to you right now because perhaps you've gone through a period of challenge and struggle and strife, that when something good is coming forward to you, it's hard to believe it's true, hard to trust it's true, feeling really vulnerable. You are protected, you're being guided, and the good is coming to you. So it's really interesting because this sparkling jewels, and it's like, oh, it's here, it's right here. But it's either you're not seeing it, truth transcends illusion, you're not believing that it's true, or it's like you're not really allowing it to come to you because you're feeling fearful and vulnerable. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say. I'm just having sure which tarot card deck I want to use for you. Yeah. Okay. It's like you need the human aspect to help you with this seeing of the truth right now. I really feel that truth transcends illusion. It's like you're not allowing the truth to be real. I can see very much why Be Here Now, if reading number 1, like that was a lot about fear. So if you have been feeling that fear, have a look at reading number 1. It's probably got a message for you. Is there another card here? I thought there was. Is it you? And you. And you. Stop that. We're not going to have room for them all. Okay. Aha. Yes. We have 2 of Wands. All the opportunities are out there in front of you and the dreams that you want. But I feel like you're just standing there looking, you're sitting there just looking out the window like, oh, I don't know. Is this right? We have the Emperor. Oh, yes. Definitely divinely connected with the Hierophant. You're being guided. You're moving on in this situation. 6 and 7's definitely moving forwards because we've got this consecutive cards. 6 and 7, things are moving forwards. We're not going to fit all these on like this, are we? 7 of Wands. Oh, yeah. 7 of Wands. We've got the Lovers, Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. Too good to be true. Haha, that's what I just heard. Too good to be true. You feel perhaps undeserving, and whatever is coming up for you in your life just now, it feels too good to be true. You feel undeserving or unworthy, and that's perhaps making that feel like it's too good to be true. It could be to do with a relationship with the Lovers. The Lovers can, represent that relationship. So it's like it could be to do with a relationship, and this could be something good for you. The Lovers also represent a choice. So you have that, you have a choice about how you are perceiving and moving forwards in your life right now. And that's where the Lovers can come in too. Queen of Swords. Interestingly, the cup here is behind bars. This is someone who is thinking it out with their mind without the emotions ruling. So that choice, that decision, whatever's unfolding in front of you, you get to sit and think about it in a balanced way. That's your opportunity, because goodness coming to you, a different relationship, a different movement forwards. I just feel like love in a different form. I do feel with these guys, you feel like you are unprotected. I said you are protected. Feels like you're unprotected. You feel like you're under attack with the 7 of Wands. You're in this bubble. See how you're in this bubble though? You are protected. And sometimes the 7 of Swords, taking action that feels right for you, because you're being guided. These crows are like, hey, you can do this. Do it this way. But you have your blade out because you're just like, I don't trust. But trust. Take the little steps into the light, because you can't sit in this distrust and this feeling that the world will never work out for you, that your life will never work out in the way you hoped it would, because it's right there. The sparkling jewels, the infinite flow of abundance is right there. There's just this little hitch where you're just letting your emotions and your fears perhaps just kind of not let you believe that something good could happen to you. I feel that deep sense of sadness from disappointment, from things just always being a challenge. From, I see this woman, she's just like, everything is a challenge and I just don't know if I can keep doing this. But you have that strength within you, that deep, centered, grounded person that can feel joyful and connected and, expansive, and just taking the little steps towards your future. Be the light. Don't let the fears, the feelings, the emotions dim your light. When you shine your light, you're protected. You will gain wisdom. You will feel the connection. You will break through the illusion of what you think is going on around you, and you will move forwards with so much faith. Just taking that leap of faith, just knowing that you are guided, you're protected, and you have so much abundance coming into you when you believe that it can happen for you. Reading number 3. This is your reading. Thank you so much for joining me.